How do you monitor AI applications in production for bias and toxicity? Monitoring an LLM system in production is a lot like keeping an eye on a car's dashboard while driving. You want to spot issues early, not after the ride ends. All we're really doing is collecting real-world model outputs, checking fairness signals like demographic parity and equalized odds, and watching toxicity levels the way you'd check engine heat. Automated tools catch fast spikes, while human reviewers handle the subtle cases where context matters. In an interview, a strong way to put this is, I run continuous logging, compute fairness and toxicity metrics in real time, set alert thresholds, and follow up with scheduled audits across user groups. Interviewers like this because it shows you understand both scale and responsibility. Don't worry if this sounds heavy. It clicks quickly with practice. The key idea is that production monitoring is a living loop that keeps the model aligned with safe, fair behavior. Understanding bias and toxicity in AI. Bias happens when a model leans unfairly toward or against certain groups, like a camera lens that's slightly tilted and keeps producing uneven pictures. You'll see it in things like hiring systems favoring one gender or credit models underestimating certain communities. Toxicity is different. It's about the model producing harmful language such as harassment or hate, almost like a chatbot drifting into an aggressive tone when guardrails weaken. That contrast is a clean interview line. Bias reflects unfair patterns in treatment. Toxicity reflects harmful language. They come from different roots and require different monitoring strategies. A simple example is a healthcare model giving weaker advice to older users versus a conversational model producing hostile replies under stress. Here's the part many people miss. Both issues often surface only after deployment because user inputs evolve. Once you understand this divide, follow-up questions land much easier. You're doing great. This foundation is strong. Production monitoring pipeline. A monitoring pipeline works like a smart thermostat. Sense, evaluate, react, and adjust. First, you log everything, inputs, outputs, metadata, so you always know where a problem began. Then you compute fairness and toxicity scores, like checking vital signs on a hospital monitor. If anything crosses a threshold, alerts fire so the team can respond before users are impacted. And when patterns persist, you retrain or fine-tune the model, the same way you'd update a GPS when new roads appear. Interviewers often ask why retraining matters, and the grounded answer is drift. Language changes, slang appears, norms shift, and old models fall out of sync. Don't stress if pipelines feel complex. With repetition, the rhythm becomes natural. The big takeaway is this: the pipeline isn't a one-time setup. It's an ongoing loop that keeps your system aligned with what's happening today, not last year. Key monitoring techniques. Most teams combine automated scoring, human oversight, and A/B testing because each piece covers a different angle. Automated scoring is like a fast steering scan that flags fairness or toxicity risks using pre-trained detectors. Human-in-the-loop review adds nuance, especially in cultural or sensitive contexts, where machines miss subtle meaning. A/B testing helps you compare versions, the way you test two medicines, to see which has fewer side effects. A sharp interview line is, I scale with automated scoring, deepen accuracy with human review, and validate improvements through A/B experiments before rollout. You could test the new toxicity filter in version B and confirm whether harmful responses drop without hurting accuracy. Here's where it becomes intuitive. No single technique is enough on its own. No, the craft lies in blending them, so monitoring stays fast, contextual, and trustworthy. You're on the right track. This thinking is exactly what teams value. Follow-up questions you might face. Interviewers often explore how you prioritize fairness metrics. A confident phrasing is, I use demographic parity when equal representation matters, and equalized odds when accuracy across groups is the priority. They may follow up with questions about bias accuracy trade-offs, and a calm answer is that you use weighted training, constrained optimization, or post-processing to reduce harm without breaking performance. Tools come up too, so referencing FairLearn or Google Fairness Tools shows awareness without sounding rehearsed. Another common question is audit frequency. A practical answer is real-time monitoring supported by quarterly deep audits, because risks evolve. And when they ask about documentation, think of writing a clear medical chart, model cards, bias summaries, and transparent disclosures. Don't worry if this feels like a lot right now. With practice, your answers will flow naturally. This is where your judgment shines, and you're building exactly the right instincts. Great job learning today. If this helped you feel clearer or more confident for your AI or ML interviews, tap like so more learners can find you. If you want simple guidance for every interview topic, subscribe so you never miss the next lesson. You can share your questions in the comments. I read them, and they help me choose what to teach next. And if you know someone preparing for interviews, feel free to share this with them. Keep going. You're improving with every step. I'm here to help you grow.